Hello, 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 and welcome to the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour. I am your host, Spicy Gray, and we got a tasty treat for you. As you see, we got Michael Stephen Paul coming in the house once again. I'm so excited with his upcoming film, Sugar Daddy. As y'all tuned in last week, we actually had a discussion about it. But let's see what kind of ingredients he got coming up and cooking up in his head today. So I'm gonna also bring in my assistant co-host, Tanise. So everybody all the way from Austin, Texas, Tanise.
Hello.
Hey, hey. Now, as a few announcements before we get started and bring in our guest, do not forget our poetry contest that we have going on already. Get your videos in. I'm so excited because we actually got more children involved. Aren't you excited?
Yes,
Oh, so
I'm
excited.
excited about that.
Yes, I am so excited. So y'all make sure we got a trophy for the kids. I've been make sure I get everything together. We also have the regular poetry contest where we have different categories. As you're seeing, they are in, the plaques are in and everything. We're still waiting on the trophy itself. As y'all see here, they did the format already. This is the way it's going to look. So we're just waiting. Every year is going to be a different style. So make sure you get those videos inbox, but please do not forget to send me your phone number and your name. And when you're in the video, mention the title of your piece because we will be announcing it live right here. So make sure y'all get those videos in to me. The deadline is it's actually January 6th, right? January 6th. So yeah, January
Yes,
6th.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but don't wait to the last minute because our judges, they need
No.
time to go over everybody's videos. You know, if you wait to the last minute, your video probably won't make it in. So make sure that you get those videos in to make sure you get voted in.
Yep.
Now, coming on in, the cast members of Sugar Daddy, my favorite, Mikey Jay and Miss Ham. Also, cast member Jordani. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in, welcome in.
Hey.
Hey, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. We already know Mr. Mikey Jay, but Mikey Jay, we're gonna go ahead for the newcomers coming on. Could you tell everyone a little bit about you?
Sure. First and foremost, peace and blessings and happy blessings for this blessing that we had yesterday, which is Thursday rather. And for those who don't know, hip hop artist, music producer, writer, director, actor. So it's just a whole lot more, philanthropist, civil rights activist, and just there's so much more. I've been afforded the blessings of Grammy nominations 2 times over, music awards, a whole bunch of those, and I've been honored over 45 times for my philanthropy and my music and films.
I don't know when we get to talking about Mikey Jay, and I don't know if Tanise could relate. I don't know. He just remind me of that big pot of gumbo. He just got everything in one person.
Yes. Jack of all
Like,
trades.
yes. So because he also didn't mention he also
Mhm.
got a clothing line as well, and that clothing line is what is it called, Mikey?
Oh, Michael Stephen Paul. So to the film world, I'm known as Michael Stephen Paul. To the fashion industry, Michael Stephen Paul Collection. And to the music industry, Mikey Jay. I separated the entities so they can each have their own identity.
Okay. Love it, love it. And this beautiful lady, Miss Willie Ham.
Hi everyone. How you doing?
Great, great.
Good. A little bit about myself. I've played in what 3 films now, almost.
Yeah.
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 3 films, and each role has been better and better and better. I'm loving each part that I play, especially the last role in The Hopeless Romantic. Oh my God, that's my favorite of all of them. So I played a pastor's wife.
Oh my gosh, why do I gotta do all this?
First lady, which that's a role that I'm so
Even.
yeah. We would put it like this. I am also an elder in the church, so it's like, okay, hey, I'm something I know. That's cool. And in Sugar Daddy, I play a I don't take no junk. I don't take no stuff, and my children are my world. My husband is my world. And it's like, I will kill you without even blinking an eye. And Hopeless Romantic.
I don't know. That sounds very interesting. She said, you seen that look change, Denise? When she's like, and I don't
That's
take
all.
it.
It's just like it's everything right there.
I can have me playing women I can even think of. It's like this woman just doesn't have. You know how the police have you have you have to pay them. They pay me. I'm the head honcho. I'm the head. What we call her? Head BICTH of the city of Cincinnati. I run the natty.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Madam. He calls it Matt. It's Matt.
Damn.
She don't play. She loves her children. She has one child that's so much like her, and that one child is JJ, which is Elise. And Elise is my mini me. And she's the same way, but she's more, she's ruthless.
Okay.
Very ruthless.
Okay. Well, I mean, I remember Hopeless Romantic. We had the crew on there, and we had so much fun. I mean, that's one I know I would never forget.
Yeah.
When we had that interview, it was. I mean, we talked about it even after the show.
It's an unfortunate situation. It's unfortunate because I didn't have to reshoot it as per Dame Dash, but I said, you know what? If this is what they're saying, I'm going to reshoot it. So I refilmed the entire movie in its entirety. So now,
wow.
Jardani is playing Casey Martin. And Bully is playing Nani now.
Okay.
And Mr. Britton is still Mr. Chuck, though.
Okay. In the kitchen dancing.
Yeah.
And we have Jordani. If you just tell us a little bit, not about your character, but just about you, so we can kind of get familiar with you on, yourself.
Is that us with the background, with the feedback?
I'm hearing some kind of rubbing sound.
Yeah, somebody has a lot of.
Is that what?
You hear that?
I hear a lot of rubbing.
What is it?
Like ocean sounds?
It's like wind or some kind of background, like rubbing.
Oh yeah, that could be me. Hold on.
So in the meantime, Mr. Britton, he had an engagement that he couldn't get away from today.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll have him on next time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much better.
Much better. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm a 31-year-old mother, and I've just been in the entertainment business for a real long time. Behind the cameras, not really in front, maybe just when I was younger, but I just go where God take me. You know what I'm saying? I'm spiritually guided, and I stick to that. And I take each opportunity they give me. I step in each door, and my childhood friend Paris made this connection, and through my real life connections, God continued my career, what people consider to be careers.
Okay.
All right. Well, what got you into acting?
Say it one more time.
What got you into acting?
When I was younger, I would listen to music, and then when I finally seen the video, I would react the video. I would make my little cousins react the videos with me. I just always been into it.
Oh,
Okay,
so you
okay.
was one of them little drama kids.
Either one of
Okay. Now I want to go over to Mikey because, like I said, we had a discussion last week about our own opinion and input about sugar daddies. But
Hmm.
to me, this is the first time somebody actually made a film about it, which
Uh,
I'm very interested about. So I want to ask, Mikey, what made you come up with the concept and interest in doing sugar daddy?
So basically, I was supposed to have been shooting a TV pilot called Cougars,
Mm-mm.
and
mm,
the creator and the writer of Cougars, um, it was just not panning out, not from anything pertaining to her and I, but certain situations that she was trying to bring to the table that wasn't working out. So I got down to Cincinnati. I'm ready to film, and it didn't happen. So I'm like, well, I'm already down here. Well, ain't nothing I can do. I said, you know what? It's something I can do. And sugar daddy is something that I had already started in my head a while back,
Okay.
about a couple of years ago. And I just said, you know what? Let's just do it. And we interviewed Miss Willie right at McDonald's. Mr. Britton set it up. He already knew her. And I'm watching their two interaction. And I'm like, nah, that's gonna be her and Heathen. But when I seen her for Sugar Daddy, I was like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do as well. And the whole concept is really, it's what's going on in the world today. A lot of these young girls, are really abusing these more mature men.
Mm.
They're taking them for granted. They're taking their kindness for weakness and their weakness for ignorance and stupidity. When in all reality is, are they looking for a father figure, or are they looking for a bank, or are they looking for both? So with Sugar Daddy, I went with three different stories. And one story is, yes, father figure. Second is, yeah, she's looking for some, a bank, going through his pockets and all that, and she gets caught doing it.
Mm.
And the third story is, why are young women like this? Why are young women like this? Jardini's character, Elise, comes from a great family. Meaning, when I don't want to give it away, but when you see it, so her mother is a gangster, but she gave her morals, she gave her values. She raised all her kids with common sense. But Elise, played by Jardani Wise, is not utilizing her intellect nor her common sense. And when you see it, okay, well, her mother did raise her right. Why is she doing this? You know, and it is what it is, man.
Okay.
so I have a question on that.
Yes. So I
What
mean,
made you
Ben.
come up with the whole concept of sugar daddy, other than the cougar thing? But what grabbed you to sugar daddy? Was it something from I'm old school, so where
Um,
did you get this from?
wow, I don't. I to be honest, it's what you see on social media, Instagram, Facebook,
Hmm.
and what you read in the news nowadays, which is like, you, you know, um, young girl kills older man or stuff like that. So it gets real deep in this film, and it was originally slated to as a television series. And then when Holmes Entertainment told Dame Dash they're no longer accepting series, I was like, all right, we already filmed it. They're willing to accept the two episodes we shot. I said, nah, we turned it into a film. And I just turned it into a full-fledged film.
Wow.
Okay. Love it. Love it. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a small commercial break, and we're gonna come back with the cast members and the producer director of Sugar Daddy.
My sister.
Never call me that. Especially since those of yours rode on the Pony Express. Call me Queen. I wear my crown with conviction.
Damn. Queen. Say less. You know, I was about to enjoy dinner on the deck. Why don't you join?
I had other Indian plans, but I love to join you.
But let's go. Lead the way, Queen.
Don't mind if I do.
It would not stop.
I haven't been, because I haven't been invited yet.
My hurting became a habit. It was tragic that I wanted to cut instead.
Hey, you pervert. You coward. Do you think you add integrity and respect?
Okay, we lost Denise for a minute. She'll be back. Now, what I want to ask is, Mikey, when you seen Miss Willingham and you appointed that part for her, what was it that just said, caught out to you that said, okay, this is her?
Nigga. The way she says nigga.
So that means she's very outspoken.
Yeah, how you do it?
My nigga. My nigga.
Nah, she has a lot of, she has a lot of personality, and I always like to push the envelope with my actors, right? I like testing the waters, testing their. She gave a great performance, and I said I want to test this in Sugar Daddy, and I've seen her get gangster before. I'm like, wow,
Oh my God.
like, I just seen a whole different side, and I said, you know what? She's gonna be madam, and she coined the name Madame. I like what she came up with, and that's how she got the role, man. I seen other sides of her that I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too real. That's a little bit too real. And when I seen it in Heathen, I was like, yeah, that's it.
Now, Miss Ham,
Yeah.
when he called you for the position, did you what was going through your mind, and how did you feel when he came to you with this character and said, "What this is what I feel is you"?
Okay. The first thing I thought was, oh my God, because I'm in the believers. Like I said, I'm an elder. So it was like, how are these people going to perceive me if I play this role? And I prayed on it, and I'm like, wow, he's serious for me. You know, he's serious about this. I thought about it, and then I told Mike, I said, you know what? Denzel Washington played Training Day.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody thought he would ever get an Oscar or Emmy or whatever it is for this role. And I'm like, why can't I play it? I'm acting. That's what I'm doing. I'm acting. And I thought that this woman right here is a strong woman. She's a strong Black woman, even though she said some choice words. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But her family, she's the type of woman, she knits her family together. Okay. She's the type of woman, each and every one of her children are college students. They've graduated from college. She's put them through college with the help of her husband.
Mm-hmm.
So this woman is powerful, not only to her family, but she's also powerful to the community. And again, getting back to him pushing me that way, everybody that knew me were like, oh, you shouldn't play this part. You shouldn't do it because you're this type of person and whatever. And I had to take that side and put it to the side and say, hey, I'm going to play this and I'm going to play it to the fullness. And that's what I, tried to present as Madame, because I wanted her to be that extra person, that person that you can go to, or that person that will kill you, because that's just the way she was. She didn't care.
Okay, so when you actually acting in this position, in this character, do you find yourself actually just being normal, or you're actually feeling like, okay, this is really not me? Is there any part to where you like, this ain't me, but hey, I can relate?
Okay, let me answer that honestly. Do I need to tell her? Well, I'm going to say this. Mikey approached one of my kids, and he said, your mother is nothing like that. She's not like Madame. And my daughter said, really? And he goes, what? And he says, Willie's not that way. And she said, really? She said, my mother, when it came down to our schoolwork, what'd she tell you, Mikey?
Let's just put it this way.
Because I'm a college graduate, okay? And I'm a Zeta. So don't play with me about school.
Listen.
Tell her. Just tell her.
Let's just put it this way. This is not art imitating life with this character with her. Her daughter Amy gave me the full rundown. Like when you see the scene where her and Elise gets into it and she chokes her. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like I'm like, what? Hold up. What? Like, yeah, really about that life.
So there's times to where you have to say, wait a minute, hold up. This is the acting scene.
I'm with Donnie, right?
Yeah. With my own, no.
She wasn't acting with her kids.
My kids. No, I have two. And I'm proud of my children. I have college graduates, so I'm good.
Yeah, no, I was talking about with Jordani, because I'm looking at her like.
Now, Jordani, Jordani is my baby out and inside of character. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
But Jordani and I, we got a chemistry that is like, it's phenomenal. Wow. She can play a role, I can play a role, and it's just like when we're together, it clicks and it fits. So her character, like I said, is a mini me as Madame. And they two think alike. And when they say you think like your mama and your mama thinks like you clash. That's how we do. We can't stand each other, but we love each other. Oh. We have a love that's just, You can't mess with that love between the characters.
So does she feel like your daughter at times?
Yes,
like
she does. She'll tell you she does, because Jordani she's a sweet young lady. And she does sometimes, she gives me love. She's very respectful to me, and she knows me. And that's what I love about her, because she takes the time to know each and every one of the cast members that we have. Because Mikey has a personal connection with all of us, along with a professional connection. So we know how far to go with the business, and we know how far to go with the personal life. So we try not to bring that personal life into our filming, but sometimes it does get a little huggy kissy at times, and then
Aw.
sometimes it gets a little crazy. We get ready to, knock somebody's, what out. So it's what it is.
Just real quick to piggyback off of what she said in retrospect to her character. Writing for everybody has always, not just writing for this cast here, writing for people in my previous films. Everyone has always said that I was able to channel into their real life, and I'm like, okay, it throws you for a loop, like everybody tells you this is them. I'm like, wow. So that means I'm actually writing what I want to write, which is real life, true to life stories or people. And Wilhelmina, when she's on set, when she's on go, she's on go. Let her be. Let her do her, and she gonna give you 1,000%. And she's a phenomenal actress. She's a phenomenal person. She's a mother figure, and she's just a whole lot more to me than just an actress to me. And I don't want nobody to get that misconstrued. No, my wife is in the room.
He's just like
don't
my
get
son.
Twisted.
No, family.
You gotta explain
family.
Nowadays.
I know how to feel.
Well, tell Bella I said hello and happy belated birthday.
But you
have cast members that you're closer than close, thicker than thin. I mean, like you're just like family. Y'all gonna spend Christmas together sometimes, and Thanksgiving, whatever, birthdays, parties, or whatever. You have those kind of relationship with your cast members.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I actually try to stay away from that because of Spicy Gray can tell you, man, I've been through hell, and it's not because of to any fault of mine. Some people just don't comprehend the business. Some people can't separate, Mikey Jay from Michael Stephen Paul. Some people just come with a preconceived notion that they can do what they want to do on my set or what they did on the last set, and the fallout be real. The fallout be crazy. People try to attack me, they try to bash me without telling the truth or speaking about what really happened. And that's stuff that I have to deal with or don't have to deal with. But in this cancel culture, in this real life, it's stuff that I have to deal with because that's what people are out there doing. And when it comes to wanting to be cool with people and get close to people, it's kind of hard, man, because every time you get close to somebody, they issue on you. But they think they're issuing on you when they actually issue on themselves. But like Jardani, she became a little sister to me, with Wilhelmina, definitely. And I'll tell anybody, there's a lot of times I needed some motherly advice. Who do you think I called? Not Ghostbusters, you know what I'm saying? But, I really she has a lot of my mother's mannerisms, etiquette, you name it, man. It's like my mother's back on earth. So, for people that don't comprehend our relationship, I don't care because it's not for them to comprehend.
Right.
Exactly.
I know that I will never. We've had cast on set who saw me hollering, yelling, ranting, and raving at Willie.
Yeah, assumptions can be very real. People use assumptions.
Yeah, I'm gonna let everybody know to the world, man. No producer, no director wants to blatantly yell, rant, and rave at people on set. But there are times when it's gonna happen, and that cast member knows why. But it's not the general public. It's not other cast members. It's not friends or family's business to know the affairs or the inner workings of a company or a situation that they're not even involved in. So people go and they judge me. I've been called an asshole. I've been called this, and I've been called so much that no one knows me. They just know me from being on the set. I've received high praise, and I've received disrespect behind the scenes. Not to my face, but it is what it is. I can't control that, and those are the kind of people that I just stay away from. So for Jardani, Britton Carter, Wilhelmina Ham, you know, just me and Tanya Bird, who's another great person. Brianna, like people are actually showing me who they really are outside of the film industry, you know, supporting Bella Ray, supporting me, supporting Willie, and stuff like that. So,
and a lot of people, they don't understand, you know, because, you know, me and Mikey, we have different fields, but we face the same thing, you know. And even when you go on other social sites, you know, because I mean, I was addressed the other day. I mean, people believe the lie before they believe the truth.
Right.
And see, my thing is that I'm not going to sit back and feel like, I don't feel like I have to justify myself, because I feel like if that person know me, then they know who I am. I don't have to prove anything. But at the same time, God can handle you better than I can.
Right.
You know, so that's why, you know, like certain things that were said on TikTok, I'm like, what do I need to say for? I know who I am, because at the end of the day, the truth is going to come out. But aside of that, when you're in the field of even domestic violence, the movie field, you have those people that's going to try to destroy you, because they envy what you're going through, or where you at and what you have accomplished. So they feel like, okay, I'm gonna step in those waters and I'm gonna split it in half. Baby, you can't split nothing in half. Like I told him on TikTok, you cannot destroy nothing that God molded.
Right.
And that's just at the end of the day. I know, Mikey. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Mikey, because it's not about what people say back here. It's how he is right here with me. And that's all that matters.
Right. And that's how I feel.
But at the same time, you ain't going to sit there and think I'm going to let you talk about my brother either.
That's how I feel with the personal relationship that he and I have, as far as the director, the producer. He's the director and the producer. Okay. Now, outside of that, we do have a personal relationship, as he considered me as the mother figure. I consider him as a son figure. I mean, you know, my grandkids call him Uncle Mikey. So that's the kind of relationship I have with him. But the business relationship, it is business. Our personal affairs has nothing to do with this business. Because when it comes down to it, we got to film to film. We don't have time for any, this is what's happening. And, excuse me for saying it like this, HELL, no. Okay, we got to get this business done. So let's do it. Let's make a film. And that's how we, you know, we perceive it. We can't just, you know, we can't stop production. Like, can I tell them about what happened to me a couple of weeks, 3 weeks ago? I had a heart attack. Okay. And Mikey was like, no, you need to take off a week. You need to take off a couple of weeks. Bella saying the same thing. I came back in 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks?
Yeah.
But I wanted to come.
You sound like me. I can't do it.
Because, you know, and then I wanted to prove to everybody, just because this happened to me does not mean that this is going to stop the show. There's no way.
Right.
Because this is something that I'm going to finish to the end. Baby, this is on my bucket list. I'm 60-some years old. And I'm not going to, you know, hey, and I know I'm sexy. So
looking good too.
It's like that, you know. So
I'll say just real quick. People have a tendency of speaking about things they either do not comprehend. They don't have any inclination. They're ignorant to the inner workings of the film industry, not the film business, the film industry. So film industry wise, I don't like yelling, ranting, raving. I don't like doing that. Why? Because it affects my health. I'm a diabetic. I have a heart condition known as angina, and I suffer from vertigo, right? So who wants to walk around with that kind of work ethic of yelling at people, ranting and raving, when you can either one, have a stroke, have a heart attack, your vertigo can get activated. No, I'm not with all that. Or, you know, it's just that people have to really, really separate the business
from the person. And then that's what I was going to say, because you have some people that can't do that, you know, and I've realized that in there. That's why I say I don't get with family, because like even like with me giving community service, even if it's my family, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, I love you. We family, but this is my business. So this is separate. You're not gonna get treated no different. But you have those people that get too personal to where they cannot separate. Like, okay, why you treat me like this, baby? This is business. It has nothing to do with the love I have for you. And
Yeah.
so you have those people that don't, and then
Two
as soon as
different
they get
things.
hit with that, then they want to strike at you. Like, okay,
Right.
really? This is what we're doing now?
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Not
So
to
what we're
mention
gonna
I have diabetes.
Yeah, he had, and I had it too. I have diabetes.
So my sugar go up. I don't need all that. But
exactly.
moving on.
Yes.
But what we're gonna
Yeah,
do,
we don't give a
take a break.
health advice to
We
millions
gotta
of
take a
people.
break. We gotta take a break. We're gonna take a break and we're gonna look at a short film and we'll be back with Sugar Daddy. Now, before we go on to Jordani and talking about her and her character, because I see that smile on her face. Mikey Jay, can you tell us a little bit about this scene that we just seen right here?
I'm gonna give the floor to the sis, man.
Because she was working those hips.
I'm gonna let her. Because Jordani is not just. Let me just, and also real quick, I'll let Jordani. Wilhelmina is also my talent director.
Okay.
For Anye Film Group and my new company, Natty Wood Films, out of Cincinnati. Okay. And Jordani is my associate producer and my talent manager. So she works with Willie for both companies as well.
Okay. Love it.
You got the floor, yo.
I got a question.
Now, Jordani, I know that Tini's gonna have a lot of
shoes at? Those shoes, girl.
I was just talking about the shoes. She was bad.
She was wearing those shoes now. She was wearing them.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm loving the shoes.
Jordani, tell us a little bit about that scene there.
Well, amongst many other things, I know how to dance. And just so happened, Mikey Jay seen me busting a two-step. Yeah. and he wanted to, write a scene in there for Marvin and Elise. And I mean, it worked out. I mean, it's not nothing like, I don't know, at least all the way out of my, I guess you could say, character. Yeah, I enjoyed getting the job done. So, it was time to get the job done.
Now tell us, Mikey, Jordani, because I love her aura. I love her aura, the beautiful smile. And she ain't hiding nothing. We know you got something under there. But what was it about Jordani that made you put her in place with her character?
Oh shoot.
Okay. Don't tell me you sat up there and demonstrated first.
Oh no, don't get it twisted, y'all. I do some. Stuff, man.
He tried.
So, basically, yeah, Jordani's right. I saw her dancing, and when I'm on set, I just like to go. When I write. So I just saw what I saw. I looked at Britain. I'm looking at her. I looked at Britain. I'm looking at her, and I just came up with that quick concept. And that's the music you hear is my single "Fiendin'." That's the song that Spicy loves in the background. So that's really it, man. It's not a real deep backstory on it. I just love what she does, man. Jordani is a consummate professional. When she goes, she's on 1,000 like Willie. And I feel sorry if you're in a scene with her and you ain't ready, she gonna outshine you. But I won't even do that because Jordani will work with you to get you to her level. And that's what I love about her. So she's just a kindred spirit. She's always got positive energy. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest, man. It's the first time I'm going to say this publicly. Jordani can have the worst of weeks, the worst of days. She could be going through her nerve pain. Yeah. She still comes. I don't have to know. Wilhelmina, I told Wilhelmina stay home. We'll film when we film it. This one walks in like Mariah Carey.
He just doesn't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Jordani, man. Jordani is just a how should I say it? This is my Cicely Tyson, Wilhelmina. Jordani is not just Kiki Palmer.
Jordani is awesome.
She's
the best, one of the best younger actresses
Regina King.
Yeah.
She's my Regina King.
Yeah. Look at her smile.
And my Taraji P. Henson in one.
Yes.
Britain is my Samuel Jackson, my Denzel. So, or should I say Denzel, which is the actual pronunciation of his name, is Denzel.
Okay.
But that's who Jordani is, man. She's just a person who knows the business and allows me to do what I do. She loves my writing as well as everybody else do. I appreciate that. I'm very appreciative of the fact that they believe in me enough to want to continue the journey with me.
Okay. Love it. Now I'm gonna let Denise go first because I know she got a lot of questions for Jordani. So I'm gonna let her go ahead and hit it, Jordani.
All right, Jordani. First, I want to know where you got the shoes from because I'm a shoe guy.
I got them off of Shein offline.
Oh, there we go. We got that in common.
Okay.
Okay. The second is what brings you into your character? What motivates you to do the character that you're doing?
Getting a story told. Because overall, I enjoy that it's coming from a male's perspective and how he is seeing the entire board. And to just kind of see how it plays out. Like, I'm a lover of the process of things. That's how you get through. That's how you get to. So just seeing how it plays out. And he didn't write her out to be like this ultimate trick. You know what I'm saying? Like, she not really having sex with him for money, having sex with Marvin for money. Like, it's not this constant sexual engagement. You know what I'm saying? Like, she really playing the game, really getting for his pocket, just going just playing with his heartstrings for real, like for the most part. So that made it easier for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't have been able to, I tell Mikey, Mikey Jay, what kind of I don't necessarily want to be a whole ass sucker. Like I can be a little bit like, but you know what I'm saying? I can't be an entire. No, I don't want to do that.
I got you. Awesome. Well, okay. So with that character, do you have like an understanding of what the other character that you are using? Let me use that word. Using. Do you have like a backstory, or have you seen this before in your life and stuff? Because I know I have.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
Yes. Yeah. Not only have I seen it, a lot of people, just like Mikey J was saying, like, a lot of men get taken advantage of, but a lot of men put themselves out there for it also. Like, so I've been offered just as I've seen young women take advantage of what they being offered. You know what I'm saying? Some people just may or may not take it what people consider too far or whatever yet. I have definitely seen it. And the men being used, like I have seen like some feelings really be hurt, and then I have seen some that's just what it was.
Wow. Awesome. Whew, that was good. You answered those questions great.
Now, Jordani, playing this role here, what was going through your mind, and what was your reaction when Mikey J approached you with this particular character?
By the time Mikey J came to me with Sugar Daddy, I was just on board. I was on board. Mikey J could have came to me and asked me to play, I don't know, the pole on the corner. You know what I'm saying? So we can get so we can get our, you know what I'm saying? So we can build the content, so we can, you know what I'm saying, get everything rolling. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's work to be done. So you feel me? I was up for it. And then like I said, like the storyline, I really enjoyed the storyline. Like he is a really great writer. And I do enjoy his perspective on things.
Yes, I enjoy that too.
Awesome.
I mean, honestly, as a published author, I write on my own time. I come up with my own chapters and everything. But when I look at Mikey J and I'm looking at all these films that he have, I'm like, how did he do it? Like his mind got to always be on 100.
Yeah.
So it's like, how did he come up with that? Like, wow. Then when I see the person actually acted out, and it's like, wow, this is what you call a marvelous man, because it takes a lot to do something like this and put it all into action to where a person can actually feel it and see it. So, it's like with me, to me, when I look at him, I'm like, he's always thinking about something. He's always coming up with the next plan. And it's like, even if this plan ain't finished, he's like, okay, I already got my next plan ready. I'm just going to finish this one and then we on to this one here. It's like, it's a nonstop thing. So it's like, I want to ask Mikey, in between all these films, when do you find a break? Because I know personally he didn't know, but I wanted to go off on him so bad when he had that surgery, because I was like, no, why is he up on those crutches in front of that camera?
Right.
And he never knew I stayed quiet for a minute. So I'm okay. He said, I would check on him. But I'm like, I wanted to wring his neck. I was like, he supposed to be in that bed. So, it's like, no matter whether he's sick, whether he's in a good mood, bad mood, it's like your mind keep going. So when do you find a break?
This thing.
All right.
I'm on those things right now.
To be honest, I just really started finding some kind of a break ever since me and Bella came back to Cincinnati.
Okay.
Because I wasn't getting a break in New York because I'm so busy up there. But there was the gun violence and some personal things that's going on. Now that we're down here, filming so much content that we're filming down here. I fixed up a place for Bella when she comes here to be comfortable. Oh. So now that she's here, listen, to be honest, somebody be like, yo, look, I got the flu or I got COVID. Cool with me. I'm gonna chill with Bella. I'm good. Like that's my thing now, man. I try to take as much as much as I can now.
So do y'all ever have in plan to where you gonna take that trip to where y'all just sit in front of the water? Just y'all just to say,
you know what?
Exhale.
I wanna wrap up and edit. Keys and Cuffs is gonna be edited. Hope is Romantic's gonna be wrapped up and edited. Sugar Daddy gonna be wrapped up and edited. Heathen is gonna be edited. Once those 4 films are edited, I'm getting me, myself, and her the hell up out of Dodge. And then we're going to come back in the spring and film. But in February, we're going to be showing Sugar Daddy and Heathen, Keys and Cuffs, stuff like that. But to film, nah. We're going to film in the spring.
Okay.
And we're going to wrap up the other 7 films I got to wrap up that year.
Okay.
And I got other people that's been hitting me up to shoot their content as well. And then I still got the Mercedes-Benz situation. And I'm distributing Jardani's film, System. Jardani has a film called System. It's a science fiction film.
Okay.
About artificial intelligence. So that's being distributed through Anye Film Group, Dame Dash Studios as well. And we're going to go hard. Even harder.
Lovely.
I have 2 questions. 2 questions.
Okay, go ahead, and we're gonna take another our last break.
Okay, I want to pick Dennis's head just a little bit. Do you ever start a film, but while you're doing a film, do you have because I have that problem? You got another film coming out behind that film that you haven't even done?
Yes, ma'am.
Overlapping?
Yes, ma'am. I'm example. That has happened, right? But just recently, as I'm filming Jordani Wise and Jerome Johnson for Hope is Romantic, and I'm watching their interaction, my talk show got born. Natty Wood.
There you go.
The talk show.
You know,
congratulations.
That's ADHD. Something else, ain't it?
I'm already working on the magazine, but as I'm watching Jerome is dope.
Oh, he's awesome.
Jerome Johnson, Donnie, them together is just phenomenal. But yeah, it has happened before. The same thing with Heathen. I came up with a couple other situations that I'm not going to discuss here yet, but I could discuss Natty Wood. That talk show was birthed about a few days ago.
Okay. I'm proud of you.
Wow.
I'm proud of you.
You have that artist brain.
Okay.
Well, we lost Joe Donnie for a minute. Hopefully she'll be right back. But we're going to go to another commercial break, and then we'll be back right after this with Sugar Daddy.
Hello, welcome to Buzz. Is there anything I could get for you today?
Yeah. You can get me married.
She's not here. She left for today. Is there anything I could get for you today?
You can get that high yellow bitch on the phone. Before I turn up in this motherfucker. Any message you got for mommy, you can tell to my sister, homie. I get to spit okay? You tell y'all's mama that Uncle Joe is here. She know who I am. And as for you, my nigga, son, I should have told you. If you're gonna pull it, put it away. Now get the fuck out of here, man. Now get the fuck out. Bitch ass nigga. Who the fuck you think you is, nigga? Yo, this nigga fucking crazy. You good, sis?
Shit, you good?
Yeah, but what the fuck is that? Look at
Yo, what the fuck was that? That's what we doing now?
what you talking about, bro?
You just put a loaded gun to this man's head. You don't think he coming back?
And even if you do, you gonna make a bad decision fucking with me, bro. And I ain't let nobody fuck with this family. I know you on that passive aggressive shit, bro, but man up, bro. Niggas ain't with that passive aggressive shit no more.
If and when that time come, I'll be ready. But you need to start thinking different, my nigga. I don't want them to catch you lacking. These motherfuckers will smoke you going to the bathroom. You better start using that brain on your head before they find that motherfucker in your lap.
Whatever, bro. Hey, just go put it away. Just put it away right now.
Yeah, all right, big bro. I hope you hear me. I really hope you do. Love you too, man.
Okay. Just as to let y'all know, next week's show, we are kind of contemplating on it. We want to do an interview with Shanquilla Robinson, the story on her. But as all y'all know, I like the facts. I don't like anything that's false or assumptions. So we have reached out to try to reach the dad and the mom and possibly the cousin. If not, we will be going around just the factual stuff. So next week, tune in because we will be talking about that, and it's going to be called "Frenemy of Mine." So make sure y'all tune in next week. The phone lines will be up, so y'all can come in with y'all opinions and y'all comments and everything. There she is. Now, I want to ask the ladies this question before I go to Mikey. Miss Ham.
Yes.
I know you expressed a lot when it came down to Mikey as a friend, but could you tell us what it's like to actually work next to him in the business world when it comes down to acting?
Oh.
Okay. As far as the business, we have to portray, in other words, Mikey wants you to come on the set 100% focused. Okay. If we're not 100% focused, Mikey does give you the opportunity to get yourself together. But again, as I was saying, what's personal is personal. What's business is business. Mikey is more business oriented. And yeah, he can be that devil director when he has to be. And he does, when he has to be that, he will. And then also he will be that director where, hey, okay, look, let me teach you this. Let me show you something that can add to your character. Okay. So he's more, when it comes down to that character, okay, that person that you're portraying, he's going to get personal with you about that character, but it's business. It's business. And he's a great director, and he's a great mentor as well. So, he teaches you how to put yourself in that position and be that actual person that you're portraying in whatever film that he has you in. So he's taught me a lot, even though I'm the age I am. Some people said I shouldn't be acting at my age because I'm too old, But like I said, I'm sexy and I know I'm good. So, he pointed it out to me. I didn't point it out to myself. Plus, I have the confidence to do what he's asking. So he's very professional, very business oriented, and also he can be personable. But
love it. And that's one thing. I had a conversation with one of my friends last night because she was a well-known rapper, and people feel like oh, you too old for this, you too that. I told her, age don't have an expiration on anything.
That's right, and it doesn't.
Except for milk, you can use that cottage cheese.
Yes. So, Jordani, in your own words, setting aside, the personal on a business level as a director, what is your insight when it comes down to Mikey Jay?
He's really keen on getting the job done. You know what I'm saying? And that's ultimately what it's about. It's about having your logistics set up, having your people in place, being able to address the things that's going to come during the process, being able to have the tools and the knowledge to move forward and to assist your cast and your crew. And he comes with it all, with being forward and getting the job done, and also being forward in teamwork. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily just being the dictator, but also having ears to listen. So
I love it. So, I know Tanice got some more questions as well, but I'm gonna ask Mike because we are towards the end. Coming from a father standpoint, because I know you have children, what is your personal feeling when you think of one of your daughters and you think about sugar daddy?
I choked the shit out of her. I ain't got nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about.
Oh my goodness.
Next question. I'm gonna
Yeah, they got me.
I already knew. Okay, Denise.
I don't even know how to follow up with that.
You want to know why I took it out? I'll tell you why. Because both my daughters were raised better.
Right.
No matter what relationship I have with their mothers, they always have a relationship with their father. With the exception of my middle daughter. After a while, that's a whole different situation. But my oldest daughter, there will be no excuse why she should be looking for another father figure or using and abusing the mental, emotional, and spiritual states of men, especially older men. And if she ever violated that upbringing that I gave her, I would choke the shit out of her. Ooh.
Exactly. Now, from a man's standpoint, and can't nobody understand this or speak it better than coming from a man. Why do you feel like these men feel like they have to have what I call sugar babies and stand in a position as a sugar daddy?
I would go with percentages. I would say a high percentage of older men are lonely. A lot of them are widowed. A lot of them have been cheated on and divorced. And a lot of them, they're at a point in life where they want to feel young again. They want to feel important. And the sugar baby will fulfill that role. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
She will fill that void. But a lot of them are really, really lonely. A lot of them are lonely, and they will spend what they got to spend, treat like how they supposed to treat her, just to keep her in the conversation.
Now I know I said, and I don't know if you've seen our last discussion, because we were trying to give each one of us gave a different opinion about the sugar daddy, but I know in some standpoints, my reasoning was also about control. Being that the mere fact that a woman of my age, which I'm 52, we're more mature, our perspectives are different, our tolerance level are different, and we're more experienced. But when it come down to the men, the men that's in this type of position, I feel like if they go for something like that, they're looking for somebody that they can control, somebody they can run over, or somebody they can easily manipulate. What do you feel about that?
Well, actually, if you really think about it, it's not even an age thing. It's not, because I know some 52-year-old women who has the mind of a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
And
most definitely.
And you have some 30-year-old women or even 35-year-old women who have the maturity level of a 50-year-old woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not it's not an age thing. It's a maturity thing. It's a spiritual thing. A lot of women are spiritually disconnected. They're mentally disconnected, and they're emotionally disconnected. They emotionally disconnected from the heartaches and the heartbreaks and the abuse of men and or women if they were in a relationship with a woman. A lot of them are spiritually broken because they gave up on the church because the church gave up on them. And they're confusing that with God. See, God didn't give up on y'all. The church did.
Good point. Good point. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Why is she coming here looking like she's going to the club? Who cares? God said, "Come as you are."
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of women are spiritually disconnected and broken because they feel the sanctuary where they were supposed to get solitude at or receive solitude at, turn their backs on. And mentally broken, if you come from a home that is a broken home, if you never raised around a positive relationship, not all of them, because even if you're raised in a positive relationship, you can still be an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But a lot of them that do come from two family solid homes, they do look for that. I want my mother and father have, or had. But a lot of the younger women are misguided because they either been mistreated, misinformed, misused, abused, disrespected, and just broken. And as they say, broke people like to break other people.
Exactly.
And the job of a sugar baby is to not break the sugar daddy mentally, emotionally, but to break him financially, which they don't know that they're also breaking him mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well. That's my opinion. That's not a.
But I feel you on that. I feel you on that deeply. But I'm gonna say since Jordani's in that position, and after this I'll let Denise take over. But since Jordani's in that character, Jordani, with hearing Mikey say that, what is in being in that character? What do you feel that this character is actually looking for, and why she's doing this?
I think she's looking for what she has surrounding her. I feel like she is just looking for a space of release. Like I feel like she's in such control and been in such control. And with her personal life outside of Marvin, I feel like she just kind of went all the way in with the whole control factor. Like, oh, I can just get all the way away with this, but I want somebody to stop me. Like, how far y'all gonna let me go? Like, that's how I feel like that's where she at. Like, how far y'all gonna let me go? And I'm gonna do this in front of all y'all. 'Cause,
'Cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause, 'cause
I'm gonna switch it up just a teeny bit. But I just seen like on a news article where a sugar daddy and a sugar baby, as Spicy said, were in an engagement, and the sugar baby decided that she wanted to tell his wife about herself, and he ended up murdering her.
Ooh.
And I want y'all to feel your thoughts on that.
Oh, let's go to Mikey Jay on that one.
Hold on, repeat that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it had a sugar baby and a sugar daddy. Been seeing each other for a long time. And the sugar baby decided that she was going to threaten him and tell his wife. And she was actually going to go tell his wife. He ended up, ending her life. Unalived her.
Number one, he shouldn't have been messing around with his wife.
Exactly.
Me and Bella had this discussion, and I say it like this: if you cheat on your girlfriend, God is like whatever. When you cheat on your wife, you breaking the rules, man. You breaking God's law. So already this man already disrespected God and God's law by cheating on his wife. His wife. He broke the rules of privacy. He broke the rules of respecting their situation. So whatever the situation was, I don't know, I can't even say age, but whatever the situation was, she knew what she was getting herself into. She knew what she was involved in. And for her to threaten to tell his wife, what if the wife already knew?
Well, actually, she didn't know. The wife actually didn't know. The young lady was in her early 20s, and he was like around his 50s.
He's not even a sugar daddy.
Nope.
He's not even a sugar daddy.
But that's what he called himself.
Nah, he's ignorant Negro. He's a cheater. He's a cheater. He's not even a sugar daddy. He's just a cheater. A sugar daddy is men in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. He's a gentleman. I don't care if I call him a gentleman. He's the type of person that cheated on his wife. The wife didn't know. Things started going awry, and he got threatened with, well, the occasional or the usual, well, I'm gonna tell your wife. And he responded. Behind every action, there's a reaction, and it's an unfortunate reaction. But both of them played themselves, because if she knew he was married, she should never have engaged that. But that comes from what was her upbringing? Where was her father? Where was her mother? Where was her brothers, her sisters? The grandma.
You can tell she was very young. She was very, very young. I think she was about 20, 21 years old.
Yeah, so she was a baby, To me, she was a baby, but she should never she should never have been engaged in illicit acts against God.
Now, Denise, do you have any questions for Miss Willie Ham?
Of course I do. I like her. I've seen her character. All right. So, being that I'm going to call you the big woman on campus.
Thank you.
How you feel about so far in this movie career? And I didn't ask any questions last time you was on here, but I'm gonna give you a double. How you feel about the movie, being in the movie career so far, and what got you started in this?
As far as how I feel about the woman that I'm portraying in Sugar Daddy, is I feel really good about her. She may be rough on the edge, but there's a reason why. As Mikey said, we don't know what her background was. He called me crazy.
What does he call her crazy?
That's gonna come later. Everybody's gonna be able to see why Madame is the way she is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This role was one of the most, I'm going to say this, it was one of the most challenging roles I've ever had to play. And it's like, I'm really digging her as well. Again, this woman is powerful, and her daughter Elise, again, is her mini her, and Elise is going to come across as like her mom, but a little bit more powerful than her mom. Her character is more demanding, and Elise does not have to do this. You got to realize this. She doesn't have to do this. Elise has a man. Elise does not have any kids. Elise has money. Elise has graduated from college. She's did all of that. But Elise is the type of person, I can do what I want to do because this is who I am. I'm my mother's daughter, and I can show you better than tell you. So she come across as a ruthless heifer. She's a mess. She's a mess. So, like I said, I don't like the idea that my daughter's cheating, but there's other parts in this movie that Sugar Daddy will explain why.
Well, that's in episodic. So basically, the film is going to be in 2 episodic theatricals. At this episode 1, like Star Wars, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how Sugar Daddy's going to be.
Yeah.
So episode 1 is going to give you a lot. Episode 2 is going to give you more. Episode 3 is going to give you a what the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be like that.
Wow. And back to the other question was, what draws you to the movie industry?
Say that again, please. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What draws you to the movie industry?
What drew me was Mikey.
No, I ain't playing.
No, Mikey actually. When we first met, I was supposed to have been playing in a movie, which we won't discuss right now. Cougar.
Oh, Cougars, yeah.
And I was one of the main characters in Cougar, but he saw the interaction that Britt and I had together, so he put us in Heathen. And I always used to say heathens. It's Heathen. So
hold on, you got it right.
Quiet. I'm a country girl, y'all. I'm from Memphis 10. Memphis 10 in the house. Memphis 10 in the house. But that's what actually drew me. And plus, I did some acting when I was younger, a little girl. So and then I did plays a lot around in Cincinnati as well. A couple of them at the Aronoff and stuff like that. But he actually brought out all of the different characters that I have played, which has been a rewarding experience for me, along with me being, like finding different people for him and for our films that we're filming here in Nattywood. And it's an opportunity that I was not going to cut short. I said, no, I'm doing this because I want to prove to a lot of women my age that, look, you may be older, you may be wiser, you may be whatever, but it's never too late to jump into something and make it a challenge. Because again, this is on my bucket list, and it's like, it's a lot of things that I want to do. I mean, I want to work with children. For one thing I do, I feed the homeless once a month. I'm getting ready to do a radio little channel for myself, like 4 times a month, and it's gonna have gospel, jazz, R&B, and whatever else, neo soul music, and I'm gonna have discussions like that. So, again, that's what drew me. He actually he was a daddy.
I got to clap on that one. I have one more question.
Okay.
Is there any moment while y'all filming, this go for everybody, that you had to step out the room and go in a dark place and pray?
Oh boy. Well, let me tell you about my moment now. Let me tell you about my moment. I don't know if you guys had a chance or the opportunity to
have you read the book yet? Crystals for Beginners.
And JJ can attest for this. This moment was, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see the part where Madame actually met, the one with her daughter and her twin. That one was a moment for me because me being a believer of the word of God, and we're utilizing all these cussing words. Mikey told us, come from within. Use your within person. I had to pray first before I opened up my mouth. Afterwards, I couldn't believe it was me when Mikey went back to show me the actual cut of this, right? And I'm grabbing my daughter's neck like I was about to break it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, my God, she's crazy. And JJ looking at me like, if this don't get her hands off my neck, I'm gonna bust her in her face. But we were like looking at each other like, I'm gonna beat you. And JJ had this look on her face like, oh my God, my mom is crazy. She's straight crazy. But again, this woman and this girl connected so much. And the cursing and the screaming and the howling and the, ooh, Lord have mercy. I had to, and I got criticized for that. I got criticized. Everybody that knew me as a pastor or an elder criticized me. The ones that didn't gave me prompts and told me, that's just like Denzel. How can we do you like that? You're acting. But some people don't see it that way because they think that this is how you are, period. I'm not that way. I don't cuss all the time. I don't rant and rave like that. I don't do that. But it is what it is. And again, that was my moment.
I'm gonna let Jordani go, but I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say this too, and I'm speaking to the general public right now. God never said that no one was restricted from living their dreams or chasing their goals, as long as it didn't commit any illicit activities against him, his word, and it didn't go against anything that he didn't put in the 10 Commandments.
Right.
Wilhelmina is not violating any portion of the 10 Commandments. She's not violating God's name. She's not committing blasphemy. What is she doing? Is she's entertaining the general public through storytelling. Isn't the Bible the greatest story ever told?
Yeah.
The legend?
Yeah.
So what is wrong with an actress telling a great story? Exactly. We all know that Plato, Socrates, William Shakespeare, King James, all these people wrote what was supposed to have been God's words, which is still in question. But my words aren't in question because I'm live, physically here, writing what I believe to be is great content for people. And when they get stones thrown at them for living out their bucket list or their dream, and these people are supposed to be people of the cloth, not just the congregation. I'm speaking of people of the cloth. What does that say about them?
Right.
How are you of the cloth when you are demeaning, ridiculing, criticizing, and disrespecting God's child? So those people out there that said that Wilhelmina shouldn't be acting because she's old. No, she's not old. She's wise. She's knowledgeable, and she's great at what she does. She's talented. She's gifted.
Well, look how old Cicely Tyson was.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jordani. Jordani is of an age where, once she saw pushing 40, they're not going to be working with her because they're going to say she's too old. Well, guess what? I don't work with old people. I work with people.
Right.
I don't work with young people. I work with people. I work with seasoned and unseasoned people. And if they're unseasoned, I'm going to season. I'm going to add the flavor. I'm going to push the envelope with them. So everyone that said that Wilhelmina was, what's the word I'm looking for that they said?
Spicy.
No, losing. I was making her.
Make me lose my my life, my character.
It was something that it was a phrase they used. And what little do they know, the same people out there passing judgment, critiquing and ridiculing, be in my inbox, emailing, Can I be?
Yeah, same people.
You know, some of them are in the films. I say this, y'all. I'm passing on to Jadani right now.
JJ.
Same question.
Same question. Yes, I've definitely had to go and pray because I mean, like we pray that, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. But like, it be certain things, especially with me being so used to working behind the camera. Like I write, I direct other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? I assist other people to be their best in front of the camera. So for me to be in there, be like, I be happy to be both to myself. And so certain stuff, like the scene with Miss Wilhelmina, where I just gotta be a total bitch. Like I just have to be like that's just it. Like I can't be nothing else. Like I'm cool with my twin, like, you know what I'm saying? We cool or whatever, but like everybody else, I just always got like this little attitude. Like, so, you know, I be happy to like get myself in that space.
Yeah.
We have to think about it. We're all human. And even though we love our TV family and we love our friends and family, we have that moment where we want to just take the brown side of our hand and visit their face sometimes. But we have to go and pray about it.
Right.
So,
well, I haven't had anyone's face I wanted to visit. I've been.
Please don't do that. Don't do that.
Can I say something quick?
Yeah.
With each and every scene that we do, we do pray. We pray at the beginning of a scene, and we pray middle part, and we pray when we leave. So we we know that God, if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't be making the films that we make, because we're making actual films about people's lives. So again, you know, with Elise and Madam, or Joyce is her actual name, they have that relationship that exists right now in families, you know, because there's always one child that a parent has a different type of connection. You know what I mean? And that connection is because that child is so much like you, and you're like, because I have one like me, and man, she gets on my nerves. But the whole thing is, this is my daughter. I want my daughter to do better than what she's doing. And Elise has so much that she can do. She's powerful. The only thing that I can say is JJ plays the HELL out of that part. She really does.
You can say hell's a place. We're here.
Well, Hades. I'll say Hades. Really, hell.
So, in retrospect to me going into a corner to pray, I'm notorious for walking off set.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm still a work in progress as a human, as a person. If Bella Ray is there, I'm like, Bella, let me take camera. Like, your shots already set up, but I walk off the camera. I'm like a spoiled little brat.
He is.
Walking through the mall, mad at his mom for not getting that toy from Toys R Us, you know?
Yes.
But that, you know, I don't actually go to the corner and pray. If I'm feeling a certain way, I gather everybody to pray.
Right. We have to all pray.
Yeah.
Stop what you're doing.
Everybody got to stop. We need prayer right now. Right. It's at a third. So, you know, but it is what it is. And I just got to tell you, man, being on set with these two, it's peace. It's really peace. It's dope. It's different. It's different from what I'm used to. I got some great people in New York and everywhere else. Jersey, Massachusetts, Chicago, Detroit, all that. Down here has just been a whole different experience. And I'm glad I'm here.
Awesome. We're glad you're here.
Love it. Love it.
Hey,
I
you
have a
notice
very last question. It's very important. Very important question. Very important. Are you planning on coming down to the South
Ooh.
to bipolar Texas to do anything?
oh shit. Why they call it bipolar
Because
Texas?
they crazy.
See, you asking him
Because
that. The
our
next day,
weather.
I'm gonna be all nervous because he might ask me to be in something.
Well,
Because of our weather is bipolar. So
Yes,
the last
yes, it
time
we
is.
never know.
the last time I was there, I had a great time at Spicy Grace Studio
Mhm.
when I did her show. When I tell you that it was a smorgasbord of fruit, vegetables, food, waters. I forgot because she kept in contact with my PR team, and they told everything I didn't eat and drink and all that. When I got there and the set was dope, so yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to coming back 911, and I would love to film something in Texas. It gotta be the right situation. Y'all want me to film something, I'll film it. You know.
Yeah, bring New York to
Whatever,
Texas.
B. I'm down for whatever, B.
Yes, I would love to see something on domestic violence. Honestly, yeah.
So
Yeah.
let me speak on that. Let me speak on that.
Okay.
I do have something in the works in retrospect to that. In retrospect to domestic violence,
Great.
but not just physical domestic violence. I want to touch everything: emotional, spiritual, as well as the women culprits or the women perpetrators out there. Women are statistically, notoriously known as the biggest contributors and perpetrators of domestic violence against men.
Yep.
Yes. You are right.
So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show. Of course, I just can't be one-sided.
Yeah, and see that's what
No. We see men
it's
get
been silent.
beaten.
It's been silent for years, and that's what people don't understand because the
Yeah.
women are so emotional. It's all been on the women because they see them as the weaker vessel. But what the men has always been silent, and it's like they're
Yeah.
supposed to be the strongest one.
Ego.
You know, but the thing about it is they're coming out now, and you have to realize
Yeah.
that you have a lot of women that are abusive. And and people need to realize it's not just physical, it's emotional, it's verbal, it's mental, and like people got to realize only because a person is a survivor doesn't mean that they can't end up back into it to where they got to wake up and say, wait a minute, hold up, I see what you're doing, and we just have to, and I feel like the way you going, I would love to see, because I know I'm writing my 4th book on that. I'm on my 3rd one for the children, then I'm moving to the 4th, but I've always wanted something because everybody spoke about whatever his name is, Tyler Perry, and my heart is more or less. I just want to make somebody that's going to really feel my heart to bring it out.
I say,
and everything I'm bringing in.
I am a supporter and a fan of Tyler Perry, but his domestic situations are more suburbial. And it may sound ludicrous to many, but yeah, that I believe there are 2 different types of domestic situations out there.
Well, it's actually more than 2 because you gotta look at the suburban, you look at the ones that's not suburban, but you gotta also look at the highest rate is in the military. And so
I'm with that, especially with rape. But I'm talking about outside of the military.
Yes.
The biggest, you got the ghetto, urban, and then you got the suburbs.
There's one more. There's one more.
Abuse, no matter where it's at, but you got 2 types of people who commit that abuse. With 2 different personalities. A black man in the ghetto is totally different than a black man raised in the suburbs.
Precisely.
Same thing with a black woman and a black woman in the ghetto and the suburbs. So I'm going to just touch on everything that I can touch on.
But see, there's also something
Yeah.
that a lot of people are afraid to touch on, because what you got to realize is that everyone is human. The LGBT,
Yeah.
the LGBT, they have their percentages high as well. You know, so I feel like it all needs to be touched, no matter what
It
angle.
needs to be on touch, but understand is there's other situations because I can speak from personal. There's like everybody talk about suburban and ghettos and stuff like that, but don't forget about that country life out there, those hidden secrets.
Right.
Well, that's what. Yeah, that's for me. That's part of the suburbs as well. Because I live in
No,
the
we
country.
fall for the suburbs.
So,
We're very country.
I live in it's suburban,
Mhm.
but it's also country. You know, look, when I go in my backyard, it's either deers,
Mhm.
bears, or snakes that I gotta watch out for at nighttime. You know,
Yeah.
deers is night, whatever. But you know, I think it's about time that we all just come to the realization that no matter where domestic violence is being perpetrated at, it shouldn't be happening.
It shouldn't be right.
You know,
right.
but there's also another form of domestic abuse that a lot of people are not aware of, and it's financial.
Exactly.
Men.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Men and women, if they know that their spouse are not the breadwinners or don't make what they make, they will domestically abuse the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Won't get them this. Hold this back.
Yeah.
Want to go with her every time she got to spend money or whatever. Like it's just no, nah. But there's a lot of real situations out there. But I was just saying that.
Yeah.
Look, even a sugar daddy, I could have touched on that. It's somewhat right, but it's not. Elise doesn't come from a domestic abusing family.
Right.
Her parents.
Like, some of them is generational.
Yeah, generational.
Yeah. So Elise's character, she is not a domestic abuse or a witnesser of that kind of situation. Right. Neither is Madame.
Right.
Madam. She's not a. She probably abused her husband before he abused her, but you know, I'm a look because you really touched something here, man. My mother was known in Harlem, growing up as she beat the hell out of men. She was known for a knuckle game. I'm not making it's crazy, and for my mother to become a victim of domestic violence, I seen it. When I say I seen it, I seen the aftermath of my mother's abuse. And my mom, she would never tell me and my older brother, right? So this one time I came home, my mother had no teeth in her mouth. Her front teeth was missing. I don't mind discussing this. This is the first time I'm discussing this publicly. And I was arrested because I tried to shoot her common law husband, whatever you want to call it. My brother already whooped his ass, but by that time, I had already tried to shoot him. I had a Mac 10. I had a Tech 9. I had a Tech 9. I tried to shoot him. Cops came, locked me up. I had to go to juvenile court. All this crazy stuff, right? I was like 17. I had to go to juvenile court. And the judge didn't dismiss my case right away. The judge he reprimanded my mother. And he said, for this young man to be in my courtroom because of a situation that you could have either got out of or controlled by not even being in the first place, or you saw the first signs, I can't hold him accountable. I have to give him a chance to live his life, not put him in behind bars. I think it was like 7 or 10 years I was. My mother is the greatest woman on this. She was the greatest woman on this planet. We're all not perfect. So I would never sit here and hold against my mother the fact that she was in love. And love will jade you, love will blind you. So she was just misrepresenting herself for being in love. And that's why it is what it is. I don't play that domestic situation. I'm not with it. You know, I myself flew up the handle one time many moons ago. And I've never done that shit again. So it's not me. It's not my character. Anybody get you out of character to that point, either you gonna cut them off or you gonna change, man. Because it ain't. I'm not going to jail for domestic violence. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this. Was really nice. It was such a pleasure meeting both of you beautiful ladies.
Thank you.
And I really look forward to seeing this film. Mikey Jay, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We hope to bring you back for the film of Heathens and, be able to get everybody familiar with that. And do you have because I know it's up and coming, but do you have a time frame to when Sugar Daddy will be on the red carpet?
So right now we're in these November, December next week. I am looking to do a double feature with Heathen and Sugar Daddy sometime in January, and then Hopeless Romantic in February, and then Keys and Cuffs in March. Right now, you all can go and watch Keys and Cuffs Before the Badge. It's the prelude, the prequel to Keys and Cuffs, the movie franchise. This will tell you everything you need to know as to why my character, Detective Antonio Cuffs, became a cop. Keys and Cuffs Before the Badge is on my YouTube channel, AIGNEAFG. Please subscribe. Please watch it. I've been getting a lot of great praise for Keys and Cuffs Before the Badge.
Thank you. Now, before we sign off, he knows I love doing the nutrition for the night. So, we're going to give the mastermind and one on how to articulate the words to give us the nutrition of the day for the standpoints of the sugar daddy and the sugar baby. Everyone, Michael Stephen Paul.
Wait, I forgot. Yo. How do I do it again, man? It's been a while.
You just giving a nutritional word.
Oh, you mean my out?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everybody out there, I want to thank y'all for having myself, Michael Stephen Paul, Mikey Jay, Miss Willie Minahan, aka Miss Willie Ham, and of course, Jardani Wise for having us part of San Antonio, Texas. And what I would say to everyone is this: if you have a dream, that's your dream. That's your dream. Leave your dream for you, not for anyone else. Just do what you do. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. That's your dream. Stay in your lane. Do what you do. You gotta live for yourself. If your kids are grown, you live for yourself. If your kids are young, you live for y'all. But no matter what's going on out there in the world, man, stay focused, stay true to yourself, stay prayed up, hold your faith. Don't allow anyone to take your power. Your power is your power unless God decides to take it from you. Nobody on this earth can take your power from you unless you are willingly giving it to them. And if you're giving your power away to anyone, you have the power to take that power back. And once you take that power back, you stand on your 10. You stand on your 10. You stay focused. Keep your circle clean. Keep your grass cut. Whatever you do, just never give up, man. For real.
Love it. I thank y'all so much, and I look forward to having y'all back again and seeing the film. Thank you, Mikey Jay, for choosing us and coming on. Make sure that because this show it's being aired live all over the world, even in Africa. So thank you, everyone over there at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter for tuning in.
Thank y'all.
Hey, real quick, can we give our social media handles? Start with Jadani.
Go ahead.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. It's the same, Dradani Wise. Instagram is Dradani Wise 9, spelled out all the way. But you won't miss me once you type it in. Follow me, I follow back. You know what I'm saying? I love engagement. Love to keep up.
And Miss Ham.
Same with me. You can hit me up on Facebook at LD-elect Wilma Ham, Twitter, Wilma Ham, Instagram, Wilma Ham. I'm out there, you guys. Whatever you need to talk to me about, let's do it. Let's make a film, though.
But just know you're going to get the truth.
That's what I'm looking for.
And we're going to ask for Michael Stevie Parr for the new ones that hadn't been familiar with him and following like we have. Give everybody your social and how they can find you.
Yes, ma'am. So my Instagram, I'm going to give you two of them. It's Mikey Jay NYC. Mikey Jay NYC for New York City. Do not put a C in my name. If you put a C in my name, you're not going to find me. So it's MikeyJayNYC. And my other Instagram is Michael Stephen Paul. And you can also find me on YouTube at Mikey J for all my musical content. For film content, you can go to AIGNEAFG. And don't forget, you got to add a man, Bella Bond Media Group. Bella, BELLA, Bond, BOND, Media Group. Bella Bond Media Group. Why? Because without Bella Ray,
ain't no Mikey Jay.
Hey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I thank everybody out there. Make sure you tune in next week, Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, as we get deep down in the story and everything behind Frenemy of Mine, the Shanquilla Robinson story. Thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed weekend, a whole week, really, because we have a long week before we get to the next weekend. And make sure you get your videos in for the poetry contest. Much love, and we'll see you next Saturday.